Have you ever walked into a room and felt an eerie sense of having been there before? It's as if the air itself carries a whisper of past moments, a subtle hint that you've already lived this scene. Perhaps a conversation unfolds with a predictable rhythm, leaving you with the unsettling feeling that you've had this exact exchange before. The words flow effortlessly, the gestures seem rehearsed, and you can't shake the feeling that you're stuck in a loop of time. This, my friends, is the curious phenomenon we call déjà vu. It's a momentary lapse in the fabric of reality, where the present feels like a shadow of the past. It's that fleeting glimpse of familiarity in a brand new moment, a glitch in the matrix of our minds. You might be in a place you've never visited before, yet every detail feels intimately known. Déjà vu, French for already seen, is a common human experience. It's a universal sensation that transcends cultures and ages, touching almost everyone at some point in their lives. Most of us have felt its strange tug at some point in our lives. It's like a gentle nudge from the universe, reminding us of the interconnectedness of our experiences. While the scientific community is still unraveling the mysteries of déjà vu, we're going to take a journey into the heart of this phenomenon, exploring the psychological reasons behind why we sometimes feel like we're living on repeat. Is it a trick of the mind, a memory glitch, or something more profound? Join me as we delve into the labyrinth of the mind, where memories dance in shadows and the past whispers through the corridors of our present. We'll explore theories from neuroscience, psychology, and even philosophy to uncover the layers of this enigmatic experience. Together we'll seek to understand why these echoes of familiarity haunt us, and more importantly, how to break free from their grasp. By understanding the mechanisms behind déjà vu, we can learn to appreciate these moments for what they are: fascinating glimpses into the complex workings of our minds. Why do we humans often find ourselves stuck in repetitive situations? Why do the same patterns seem to play out in our relationships, careers, or even our daily routines? The answer, like most things in life, is complex. It's a tapestry woven from the threads of our past experiences, our ingrained beliefs, and our innate desire for comfort and predictability. Our brains are wired to seek patterns. It's a survival mechanism that helped our ancestors navigate a world filled with danger. This innate ability to recognize patterns, while essential for our evolution, can sometimes lead us down a well-trodden path, even when it no longer serves us. We become creatures of habit, clinging to the familiar, even when it no longer brings us joy or fulfillment. We may find ourselves dating the same type of person, reliving the same arguments, or staying in a job that stifles our creativity. But why? One theory about déjà vu suggests that it's a temporary glitch in our brain's memory system. This phenomenon, which can be both fascinating and unsettling, has intrigued scientists and psychologists for years. They have been trying to understand why our brains sometimes make us feel like we are reliving a moment. Imagine for a moment that our brains are like intricate filing cabinets, each drawer meticulously organized to store our memories. These drawers are filled with countless files, each representing a different experience, sensation, or piece of information we've encountered throughout our lives. Each drawer holds countless memories, experiences, and sensations. When we experience déjà vu, it's as if we accidentally open the same drawer twice in quick succession, causing a brief overlap in our memory processing. Déjà vu, in this analogy, is like accidentally opening the same drawer twice in quick succession. This overlap can create a momentary confusion, making our brain interpret the present moment as something we've already experienced. Our brain, momentarily confused, interprets this as having experienced the present moment before. This fleeting sense of familiarity can be quite vivid, making us pause and question our reality. This theory is further supported by the fact that déjà vu is more common in people who are tired, stressed, or have certain neurological conditions. When our brains are fatigued or overwhelmed, they are more prone to these kinds of glitches. It's as if the brain, fatigued or overwhelmed, stumbles over its own wiring, creating a fleeting echo of familiarity. This can happen during moments of high stress or when we are not fully alert, making the déjà vu experience more likely. Another possibility is that déjà vu is a form of false memory. Our brains are incredibly complex and are constantly taking in information, even when we're not consciously aware of it. This subconscious processing can sometimes lead to the creation of false memories. Our brains are constantly taking in information even when we're not consciously aware of it. This includes everything from the sights and sounds around us to the subtle cues we might not even notice. A fleeting scent, a snatch of conversation, a glimpse of a familiar-looking street corner, all these sensory inputs are being processed and stored, even if we don't register them consciously. These bits of information can sometimes resurface in unexpected ways, contributing to the sensation of déjà vu. So, the next time you experience this strange feeling, remember that it's just your brain's way of navigating the complex landscape of memory. Section 4. Echoes of the Past. How Childhood Patterns Repeat. Sometimes, the repetitive patterns we experience in adulthood can be traced back to our childhoods. These patterns are often deeply ingrained, formed during our most formative years when we are highly impressionable and dependent on our caregivers for emotional and physical support. Our early relationships, particularly with our primary caregivers, lay the foundation for how we interact with the world and the expectations we hold in our relationships. The way our parents or guardians responded to our needs, their emotional availability, and the consistency of their care, all contribute to the blueprint we develop for future interactions. If we grew up with parents who were emotionally unavailable or critical, we may unconsciously seek out partners who mirror these same dynamics. This can lead to a cycle of seeking validation and love from those who are unable to provide it, perpetuating feelings of inadequacy and unworthiness. Think of it like this. Our childhood experiences create a template, a blueprint for how we navigate relationships and understand our place in the world. This template influences our behavior, our choices, and even our emotional responses to various situations. This template, often operating beneath our conscious awareness, can lead us to recreate familiar patterns, even when those patterns are unhealthy or no longer serve us. It's as if we are on autopilot, repeating the same actions and expecting different results without realizing the root cause of our behavior. The good news is that we are not destined to repeat these patterns forever. With self-awareness and intentional effort, we can identify these ingrained patterns and work towards changing them. Therapy, self-reflection, and mindfulness practices can be powerful tools in this journey of self-discovery and transformation. By becoming aware of the underlying beliefs and expectations that drive our choices, we can begin to break free from these unconscious cycles and create healthier, more fulfilling relationships. This process requires patience and compassion for ourselves as we unlearn old habits and build new, more positive ways of relating to others and ourselves. Section 5. The Comfort Zone Conundrum. Our brains, hardwired for survival, often equate familiarity with safety. Stepping outside of our comfort zone, even when it holds the promise of something better, can trigger our fight-or-flight response. We may feel a surge of anxiety, a sense of unease, or an overwhelming urge to retreat to the familiar. This fear of the unknown can keep us trapped in a cycle of repetition, even when we know deep down that change is necessary for growth. We may stay in a dead-end job, endure a loveless relationship, or avoid pursuing our passions, all in the name of avoiding the discomfort of the unknown. Breaking free from this cycle requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. It's about challenging our limiting beliefs, stepping outside of our comfort zones, and trusting that we have the strength and resilience to navigate whatever challenges lie ahead.